in the comments. This cup has two meanings. It either means there's no comments or it refers to the quality of the comments. Okay. Started the coffee machine pre-stream due to the fact that I desperately need some. Oh yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. It's a very exciting stream today. This is the post-Thanksgiving stream. The post-Black Friday, pre-Cyber Monday stream. Very exciting times to be alive on planet Earth. Let's go ahead and move our little situation back over here where we can... Oh, man. Hold on. I gotta get some hot half and half. Oh! This is the stream where we're going to talk about all our things and all our treasures and all our... Yeah, this is it. This is the one. Plus, I got a really good story to tell about Black Friday shopping. Not me. I didn't. Yeah, but one that I witnessed. Okay. Gotta get this coffee going down the old gullet here. Hold, please. Oh man! All right. Let me fire up my little monitor here so I can see what I'm doing. Reload. Live. Always has to hit twice. Play. Oh, that's comments. That's not even close to live, friends. Well, that's really close. Well, that's the closest I've ever gotten it. All right, let's turn the volume down. Okay. So hopefully everybody survived their Black Friday shopping. I didn't do a whole lot of Black Friday shopping this year, which kind of is sad for me because that used to be my big thing. I did order some stuff, which seems to be the way that a lot of Black Friday shopping is done. Is you just order it because, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I used to get punked to go out and elbow people and shove and get the last one. You know, I loved it. That was my thing. But like, what I noticed started happening with a lot of the Black Friday deals. You know, the deals, got a deal, get a deal. Like back in the day, I don't know how old any of you are, but like I'm old enough to remember before Black Friday. Like that's how old I am. There was a time when there was no such thing as Black Friday. We're gonna make juice first, actually. And then all of a sudden they came up with Black Friday, and it's like that thing you want, super discount if you show up at 6 a.m., stand in line, and there's going to be 14 of them. If you punch someone in the face or shove an old lady down, you might get one. And that was like a contact sport, and it was fun as hell. Because what you were buying was the actual thing. It was the regular, everyday item off the shelf, and it was amazing, dude. I loved it. And that went for a couple years, and then eventually it was like, it looked like the thing you wanted, but they'd make a special version of it for Black Friday, and they'd cheapen it down a little bit. Like, for a few years, the big thing was shop backs. Like, they had shop backs. And everybody wants a shop back, but they were kind of expensive, and it was like, dude, they're giving away shop backs for almost free, but you got to get there and fight somebody for it. And like, I'll tell an old history, an old story of Black Friday. It involves Boss Man. And Boss Man wanted to get himself a shop back. Alright? So he was like, we're going to go out to Lowe's. They got shop backs on sale. And, no, Home Depot. It was the Home, sorry, I got to get this right. I got to tell this right. He wanted to go to Home Depot and get the cheap shop back or whatever. We went down there. And he didn't go at 6 a.m. because we were going to go build a house that day. And we went down like regular waking up time. We went down there and he's like, I want one of your on sale shop backs, please, sir. And the guy kind of looked at him and was like, those sold out in about 4.5 minutes, 4 hours ago or whatever. and I could see the look on Boss Man's face of the absolute devastation and sadness and the hurt and the rejection and just the lament, and it was just like, I really wanted that. No, and I felt bad for him, and it was like, oh, that's terrible. But that's how it goes when you didn't wake up early. And I wanted to go out to not Home Depot, to Lowe's, and see if I could. Oh, that is frozen solid, kids. I don't know if I'm gonna get that out. I'm about to make juice here in a second. And I wanted to get a toolbox, which I was pretty sure we're going to sell out because they were really expensive toolboxes and blibbity blah blah, blibbity blah blah. And the toolbox I wanted was a Black Friday special. It was the lower box, and then the upper box with the flip lid. And then I found one of the flyers. They used to put multiple flyers out that said buy 2 Cobalt toolboxes, get a third piece free. Oh, my dog wants it out. And, hold on. This story's going to have to wait 1 second. Can you watch that for me? Is that in the screen? It's not. Here. I gotta let the dog out. Hold, please. Let's go outside, doggy. Let's go outside. Yeah, perfect time now. Just tell them that's part of the story about that trip. Alright, so Boss Man had been rejected at Home Depot, I believe, if I remember right. Didn't get his shop back, was very sad about it. We went out to Lowe's to get my toolbox. And the toolbox I was getting wasn't the big one. It was kind of like it's probably like 24 inches wide or 30 inches wide. I still have it. And I think the general philosophy of the how do I describe it? They kind of had 2 levels of toolboxes at the old Lowe's at the time. One was like the big heavy chest or whatever, and one was like the smaller one. And I kind of felt like I think what they were wanting you to do was buy 2 of the big ones, and they would give you the third one. But it really didn't say that. Like, it literally didn't say that. It said buy a Cobalt branded 2 pieces of toolbox and get a third piece for free. And that was like one of their specials. Anyways, so I picked out my 2 pieces. They still had them. And I was like, I want that one for third. And they're like, you can't have that. And I was like, what are you talking about? They're like, oh, that buy 2 get 1 for free doesn't apply to that particular toolbox. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know. Might have to get the manager over here because I happen to have brought that ad with me. And if you could point to the fine print that says that I'm not qualified to get this particular free toolbox with this purchase, I will gladly go on my way. But otherwise, I'm leaving that third piece. And they brought the manager over, and he hemmed and hawed, and he stared at that paper, and he scratched his head, and he couldn't figure out how to reject me. He's like, load it up, and I got it for free. And it was like, my God, man, like, if you don't like the way your ads are written, like, don't write your ads. Anyways, while I was doing all this, Boss Man went back and did a little exploring in the back part of the old store, and he found himself an on-sale shop vac. And he came around the corner holding the shop vac with a smile on his face, so big. So the biggest smile I'd ever seen in my life was on his face because he got himself a Black Friday shop vac, and that shop vac was a piece of shit. Just a garbage shop vac. Felt bad for him. And like either the next year, it was probably the next year when Black Friday came around and he'd gotten rejected from his shop vac. My brother and I went down and stood in line. It was a cold. That Black Friday was cold. I'm talking like danger, Will Robinson. You might die because it's cold. It was like dangerously cold out. So there was like this thing where like it was kind of funny actually. So like everybody's there in their car because it's so cold. You can't really be outside for very many minutes or you're gonna have like tissue damage cold. You know, like it's cold. And so as the time started ticking across closer to the doors opening, people started doing mental calculations of how long can I stand outside in relationship to the distance in the line growing. So as it got a little closer to the time, the hardcore started getting out of their car all bundled up, and they'd stand and like, it was funny because you could see people in their car trying to decide how bad do I need this deal? Like, do I need my fingers to freeze off or do I need this deal? And like people were making this decision. And yeah. We got our shop vacs. That was pretty fun. Came home, opened those shop vacs up, and it was the regular shop vac. It was just specially packaged for Black Friday where all the attachments were like Like the regular shop vac hole on the bucket was like that big, and then it had like an adapter. Took the hose down to this little tiny hose and all these little tiny adapters, and like, God, it was terrible. I mean, I still have that shop vac with that shitty little hose. But that's what they started doing, was like just making like, I'm not saying fake products, but they started making specially packaged products that were just like a little cheaper, a little less than the everyday normal product, so they could get them out the door. And like, they're tricking people is what they were doing, like straight tricking them. Let's see if we can get this juice out, man. I didn't realize that was going to be frozen solid. Can I microwave this? It's probably a terrible idea. What does it say? Microwave if desired. Open cap, loosely microwave for 60 seconds. Let's do 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it's fire microwave. So like, what's up, Jeremy? Tell Black Friday stories. So like, I don't know, I think that shop vac kind of soured me on the whole, like, waking up early, going out and shoving people. I just wanted the good shop vac, but by then they'd kind of cheapened them down.